Good evening, everyone. It is I once again, Hunter, aka the Ultra Mega TTRPG, aka the Jim Jones of Classic Gaming, representing that tabletop front line through and through here. I'm just doing this quick video. I'm recording on my phone because I was trying to do this on my computer and I couldn't get my computer to work with me properly, and plus I'm having internet issues right now, as I posted on X. So, if you're not following me on my X, my YouTube, or my Rumble, just look up the Ultra Mega TTRPG here, aka Ultra TTRPGER, and you'll be able to find my stuff. And so this is going to be kind of following along with the trend that some of my older guys and I'm friends and that I talk with and game with are doing now. This is going to be my top 10 current favorite TTRPGs. They're not in any order at all. It's just the 10 TTRPGs that I currently like or playing at this time. So and I just got them all just stacked up right here off to the side. So again, no specific order. These are just the 10 of them. So first off here, we got Calarath by Castle Grief. I have been playing on Jack McCarthy's personal campaign server, in which we do a lot of different, is everyone does solo play sessions with their own characters, but it's in his shared world. And so I've really grown to love this game a lot. It's enjoyable, it's fast, easy, brutal. And Castle Grief just recently finished doing a science fantasy game called Arathi Sector that I happily backed because I like that science fantasy stuff. So I look forward to being able to start playing that as well at some point. So, Calarath, if you don't have this, make sure you get it. Up next, my personal favorite right now, if there was to be a number one, this would be it currently, is Barrows and Borlands by Matthew Tapp. I have well, I mean, it goes without saying, I love this game. It is everything I've wanted for in a TTRPG. It is simple to understand. It's got that great old school simplistic feel to it, and it's science fantasy. It's Dungeons and Dragons meets robots and radiation and dinosaurs and aliens and anything else you can think of. So this has been a great game. I've loved playing this. Matthew is a great guy. Up next, we have another one that I touch this every now and then. I don't get to play. I don't play it as often as I like to, but it's still great. As Shadow Dark by Arcane Library and Kelsey Dion. I wish I had gotten my hands on this like way sooner, because I only just got this within like the last couple years. But I remember watching all the rage for it when it first came out, and I was like, "Oh, that's kind of cool. I'm gonna have to look into it." And then I forgot about it. Then I saw Diversity and Dragons did a video about it. I'm like, oh, cool, I'll check it out. And again, forgot about it. I came across the quick starts on drive-thru, and I said, oh, I'll download those and check those out. Didn't think anything of it. And then I forgot what it was. I think I started talking to Chubby Funster and buying all his Shadow Dark stuff. I finally purchased this book, and I'm like, why did I not get this sooner? So again, this is it's like old school with the 5e feel of mechanics for it. It's really great. It's simple, and easy to pick up. So again, that's Shadow Dark. Another one of my favorites is the Red Dice system. And as I've explained before, and as you're seeing me use on the channel, Red Dice system is basically like Savage Worlds Light, where you have instead of numbers for your stats, you have die sizes, and you only have like 4 stats. It's strength, con, will, and dex. That's right. And so I'm currently doing a solo session where I combine aspects of this with Barrows and Borlands. So I'm doing stuff in Barrows and Borlands world and using the character creation kind of from that, but it's using a red die system mechanics. So it's a roll against system instead of a target number system. And I've been playing this on and off for a while. I have a Sunday group that I was running this for a while, because we just like to try different games every now and then, and this was one of the longest ones we played. So that's another one of my favorites. That was 4. We're now 4. So number 5, also going to that old school feel, is Old School Essentials. When it comes to basic expert, this is the one I would recommend most above all anything, is Old School Essentials. I used to not like a race as class option. I thought it was the stupidest thing. And then I started getting to this, and I realized how much simpler having race as class made character creation, instead of trying to do race and class and trying to figure out all your what your class gives you, what your race gives you, and then it's like your race is your class and you get this from being that race. And like even if you want magic, just being in any kind of elf alone gives you usually some sort of magic at least. And then you have all your humans and stuff as well for all the other classes. So uh, possibly this is my favorite basic expert clone that I like, and this is the advanced version. I know they're going to be working on a 2026 edition. I think that's kind of just basically reformatting the advanced guide and getting rid of all the OGL content, which I say about time. They should have done it a long time ago. 1, 2, 3. That's 5. So number 6. This one is just kind of a personal favorite of mine, just because I started writing this not too long ago. Is the Syndicate RPG by Mr. Big and Aaron, who's the original creator of the Tiny D10 system, which the original version is more fantasy based, but this just uses that rule set to where it's basically you roll a D10 for just about everything. You're dealing a flat damage. Effects and weapons give you like pluses and minuses depending on what you're doing. It's a very rules light and simplistic system. And I have always wanted to do like a mobster thing for a while because while I have not played the game myself, I love the story of Mafia 3, the video game. And so I'm currently doing a monthly solo session where it takes place after the events of the game, but I use this game system for it. And so I've been loving this. If you want to check out those videos, just look up Bordeaux Bastards on my channels. Alright, that was 6. Yep, number 7. Now this one is one of my also personal favorites, is the Box Encyclopedia. I absolutely love James Bond. He is one of my favorite like RPG authors. But I just love white box in general. I own a lot of various white box style games, and this just happens to be one of them. And I like that it's got so much you can work with this. All different classes, different races. It gives you optional rules for those classes and races. It's got monsters and treasures and just all sorts of stuff in here. And this one doesn't have the bookmark, but I backed the Deluxe pledge as well, because this was one of the ones I backed on Kickstarter. And Deluxe has a kind of I'm not a big fan of the cover of it as much. I like this glossy kind of look a lot more, but the Deluxe version comes with bookmark ribbons for it. So this is the one I usually will use, though. I'm not going to mess with the Deluxe version. But again, another one of my favorites, White Box Encyclopedia by James Bond, and this makes number 7. I'll set this off to the side because it's all sticking up. Number 8 is Dystopian Dawn by my good friend. It doesn't even put his name on the cover. Tony Garcia, creator of Dystopian Dawn. I remember I bought the whole original starter package for him, which was the player's guide, the Dungeon Master's guide, some dice, some player and GM screens, and this because again, this is also kind of like a cool little setting that I like. It's a post-apocalyptic Earth where you still have like science and magic combined. It's not really gonzo. I would call this kind of post-apocalyptic science fantasy as well, but I have playtested several different adventures and modules for this game. I've enjoyed testing out every one of them. It's always hard sometimes because he does them on the weekends, and half the time now I'm gaming on Saturdays. But whenever I get the chance, if I'm able to help with playtesting some new modules, I get into it with Dystopian Dawn, and I explore the dawn, as he would like to say. Alright, another one of my favorites, number 9. And this has become one of my, if someone asked me what a go-to, like, medieval fantasy game would be, I would do Horde Wars, and this is the advanced edition. I also have the basic as well. And, this has become one of my, one of my favorite, like, medieval fantasy RPGs of all. This is the one I would go to over D&D if I had a choice. It's a D12, roll the target number system. So it's very unique in that regard, because I've discovered a few D12 systems since I've discovered this, but they're not like as good as this one is. They're either like roll under, or they're just some weird different mechanic that I find weird. But this kind of has that weird kind of like 5e old school feel almost a little bit. You have all your like different skills you have features and stuff, but the thing is about this game is the character creation really gives you like meaningful, powerful characters that don't feel like they're not like uber powerful to where like you're just gonna kill everything on sight, but you feel like, oh, you can actually do something in this game. And I know some people are like, oh, that's power gaming. This game is not about you. There's no power gaming that much to this. You will face hordes of goblins, hordes of monsters, and dragons left and right. And the dragons will just as easily kill you at any level that your character is at, basically. So this is another one of my favorite RPGs. Was Horde Wars Advanced. Excuse me. Number 10, and this one will always have a place in my heart because this is the game that started it all for me during during what I call the year of our Lord and Savior, COVID-19. The very first RPG I ever played was City of Mist. Ordinary people with legendary powers. This uses a variation of the Power of the Apocalypse system where it's 2d6 and then it's either succeed, mild success, or failure. But this one, instead, you're creating your own characters' themes that have tags, and you define what those tags are, that define what your character can do, and you're constantly playing. It's a constant game of give and take. It's like, what are you trying to give in order to take something, or what is being taken from you in order for you to gain something, in a sense. So this always holds a special place in my heart. I currently run a monthly campaign of this game. We just play like one Saturday every month for like a couple hours. It's nothing too crazy, but I've been running that same group of guys for 2 years now. Once a month, with the exception of we take about from November to January maybe off, depending on how far we are in the campaign, because we don't want to try to figure out the craziness of the schedule with the holidays and rush. So we'll usually, at least from December and all January, we don't game at all. But we're about to start coming back again. This next upcoming weekend in February, we will start playing this again. And again, this always will hold a special place in my heart. I've talked to the creator of this game before. He's a nice guy. He's made a bunch of other games. He recently made a fantasy version of this called Legends in the Mist that I recently bought which I recently got as a birthday gift. I'm just waiting for the book to come in. I already have the PDF. Now it's just a waiting game for the books, which I think should be at some point this year, maybe late spring, early summer. I think I saw, but I can't. I just love this game. It was one of the things that really set the tone for like what I like to teach RPGs. It's that it's basically Bright, where you have the modern day with magic and all the fancy races and stuff. If you can do that with this, and this really, again, this is what started the whole journey for me. So yeah, so that, everyone, is my top 10 TTRPGs that I've played, ran, or just like, as in general, because I haven't really done much with the White Box Encyclopedia, but it's already one of my favorites just by what's in the book alone. So you're probably going to be seeing these recorded videos a little bit more, because again, I'm having internet issues, so I don't know like how much live streaming I'm going to be able to get to do this month. I'm trying to figure all that out right now. So you may be seeing more pre-recorded videos coming up in the future. So speaking of pre-recorded videos, the next time you see a video, we're going to be doing a little fun unboxing. And I'm not going to say what it is. I just got this today. And I am really looking forward to opening this up for you all. So I hope you all liked my little list. If any of those games stuck out with you, I recommend that you go purchase them, get a PDF, go sail the 7 seas if you have to. I'm perfectly okay with you doing that if you need to. So yeah, just give these games a try and let me know what you think of them. Just leave a comment section below, like and share this video if you wish to as well, and you all have a good evening.